Legend of War here, and today I've got a Saving Your Disaster campaign playing the Crusades campaign for Medieval 2 as the Turks. We've got a weird situation going on here in Constantinople where we're defending it as the Turks against the Fourth Crusades against Venice. So even aside from this battle here, the situation looks really bad. He's only got Baghdad, so it seems like we can afford to lose this battle, which does look likely. It doesn't look like it's going to be an easy battle to win at all. But even if we only have this one settlement here, our finances are very bad. So this one could be a tricky one to fix. I'll do my best in this battle here, but victory is everything here, because if we don't win, we will never get back here to retake this. So the amount that we win by or lose by is irrelevant. The only thing that matters is whether or not we win or lose. So I'll just do the best I can.
We shall not fall or flee.
Now, I've had a look at the armies that we're up against. This isn't an easy siege situation to deal with. Now, in most cases, in Medieval 2, defending your settlements is usually pretty easy, and you can defend against overwhelming numbers. You know, if you were up against a castle, if you weren't surrounded, and the enemy didn't have artillery, and all three of those cases are true here. We're not in a castle, the enemy have artillery, and they're surrounding us, meaning holding the walls is going to be pointless. Because what's going to happen is they're going to create multiple breaches, and that's like, we can fill up the gaps, but our ballista towers won't be able to shoot into the breaches. So, like, just holding the gaps with a very small force in multiple areas is not going to be possible. So, there is another solution that I find works in most Total War games, especially in Warhammer 2, is if you can't defend everything, don't. Defend the most important thing, which is here. If we could funnel them into choke points, into 3 choke points, maybe even fewer, then what we could do is set up situations where, you know, one unit is locking them down and the archers are shooting at them. And if we can manage to kill the enemy general, maybe we can cause a mass rout. That's really the only way this is going to possibly be won, because fighting on the walls, we are outnumbered just by too much. The walls just won't do enough for us. So we need to win by clever tactics. Now, one thing that we could do is, I noticed that one of the armies, I think it's this one here, yeah, this one has only got ballistas, which means the ballistas are going to come in close in order to shoot. So what we could do is, when the ballistas come in close, we could send in our guys here to go and just snipe them really quickly. Maybe just the bodyguard will do. I'll try and save up their ammunition. And what that'll do is stop them from utilizing this area here to come in. I'm going to put all my infantry in here, because like I said, I just don't think holding the walls, even for a second, is going to be a strategically good decision. Because they're going to make loads of breaches. Another thing that we have on our side is that this player has put on time limits on the battle. And because the enemy artillery, the way they don't just go bonsai in at the start, they'll spend the first 10-20 minutes bombing the settlement. And that'll give us time. And if we can manage to hold off just until there, then that'll give us time next turn to maybe recruit some extra units for when they come back. Maybe. Alright, so we'll see how this goes. I'm not putting much faith in this victory, though. We don't have a lot of tools to work with, and the enemy have lots of tools to work with. Like, all 3 of these armies are reasonably balanced. They've got spearmen, or heavy infantry, cavalry, artillery, missile cavalry, or crossbowmen. So, sallying forth to harass them is not possible, because they have the advantage in every situation. So let them get as close as possible before we charge at them. looks good. It's not coming out. We need to get back inside before their mailed knights get us. Come on. Get them all. Got them. Good. Go. Alright, now what are they going to do? They can't create a breach here. What are they going to do next? We didn't lose any men on that, so that's good. Now what I'm thinking is that they're going to come around to the front here. To the north. And if they do that, they're going to walk by the towers. So the ballista towers might actually get a good chance to shoot at them. So I'll get these guys to go over there. I don't want to put infantry up there because they'll never get back there in time before the enemy cut them off. Whereas the Turkomans can get away. Alright, now let's have a look at the other situation, see if it's possible for us to get rid of their artillery. See, that's too close to their forces. I can maybe get rid of the catapult, but it's not going to matter. Looking over here. Yeah, again, that's too close. Hang on. It seemed like if the gate was open, they were willing to come over here. Make up your mind where you want to hold the flag. So I'm not sure what's going on there yet. Generally speaking, I much prefer to be attacking settlements than defending. I'm just not much of a defender. Much more of an attacker. I find that attacking allows you to dictate the terms of the battle, and defending means you have to respond to the terms of the battle. And that's just not my forte. And everyone should always play to their strengths, not their weaknesses. So I'm in a situation here where I'm really, it's not to my strengths. And people will often say on my campaigns that I never leave large garrisons. That's because if a settlement comes under siege, as far as I'm concerned, it's lost it. Because it's way easier for me to just take the city back than defend it. You know, generally speaking. Doesn't tell us how much time is left. Because if I charged out over here, the crossbows would just rip us to shreds. So that's not going to work. Still, maybe come out here just for a moment. Try to.
The enemy have breached the walls. Send those accursed devils back.
Okay. They seem to be getting towards one of the breaches. Now actually might be a good opportunity just to charge into the flank of one of the units, because I don't think they're going to pay any attention to us. It could just be a good way to kill, just get some easy kills on a powerful unit that's going to be a pain in the ass to fight in there. Because the cavalry is not going to be very effective inside the settlement. Yeah, nothing wrong with taking out half of that unit on that. More than half of it. At no cost to me. Maybe you took a bit of hit point damage. But if that's all, that's nothing. Okay, this is... And over here, the towers should start shooting at their cavalry. So, gotta stay away from their mounted crossbows. Just stay put for a moment there. They're shooting at us, but we'll be doing more damage to them. Don't fire at them. Where's the breach? It's over here. So far we've managed to get an 8% advantage. I think charging into that would be a mistake. Let's bring him back inside now. Still taking out one of their feudal knights for free. Can't complain about that. Alright, they're going to come in hard and fast. Probably arrive here, so I need to be ready for that. Get these two over here. Jeez, I don't have much melee infantry. I don't have much of anything, really. Now, I could go into loose formation, but I'm worried that if I go into loose formation, it's actually going to deactivate the tower. It's fine. They're barely doing any damage. Should do it. They're coming in hard and fast over here. Mailed knights. Is that their king as well? I think it is. Good start. Just hold your ground there. Could move over here. Yeah, move over to this tower. Activate that. Get some more kills, because that's sitting them out quite a fair bit there. Don't want to be firing back, it'd be a waste of ammunition. Alright. I'm actually going to go out and attack them. Why give them the opportunity to charge in? These guys here are really good against cavalry. Now over here, what's going on? They're getting ready to come in via a breach. They're going to be arriving here real soon. Okay, you need to stay here and just hold the line. Oh shit.
The enemy king was bolder than a rooster, but no less dead for that. We should scatter his men to the four winds.
Right. These guys need to go around the long way to get back to the town square. start getting to it. I don't think anyone's going to come down here. At least not yet. We just need to hold out for 30 minutes.
The enemy have taken our walls.
Get back over here. I need another one over. Okay, look, they're coming. Venetian mountain crossbowmen. Actually, hold your fire. Is that a captain in this? Run him down, run him down. Did we get him? Oh no, that was the other general, right. Shit, they're already here. If I start shooting soon, I'm not going to get a chance to, but I just really want to be conservative with our ammunition. So hopefully we won't see them again. It's really good that we killed their general nice and early there. $11 to 21%.
Only half the enemy force remains.
It's only going to get worse before it gets better, I'm afraid. Need to make sure they've got the best possible positions they can have. Get away from them. General's already lost 10 men. And it's going down more. Here comes the bulk of their troops. Shoot into this. Not sending anyone down here, are they? No, I don't think so. Get him out of there, over here. It would be good if these dismounted feudal knights don't come back. Make sure they get run down.
Our enemy flees before us like
Okay, that's probably the first time he dealt with. That's good. That's 1 out of 3 dealt with. We're a long way off from victory, though. But odds have improved slightly. These Janissary heavy infantry are really doing a good job. I feel like you should be shooting into here. Okay, there's another general's bodyguard coming in here. Everybody should be trying to shoot at him. He dies, we'll probably be able to break this next load pretty easily. The other general's coming in around this way. These guys here, they're not shooting properly, so he just has to hold the line there as long as possible. To 43%. Not a bad kill ratio.
Rejoice. The infidel
That's number 2. Good. We should be able to roll up this entire army now. Okay, that means you guys stop shooting there, shoot over here instead. And you, get over there, let the general handle this. Just roll them up. Come on, move it, stop twirling around, get over there. Damn pathfinding shitwits. You want to live or not, you gotta do exactly what I say when I say it, no questions asked. Just pull right through them, pull right through. You have to break them all simultaneously, or else it's no good.
Enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
What are these? Crusader Knights? Shit. They might come back. We just didn't really gain any serious momentum there. Come on, get back over here. Need you back over here. You can't be fighting them. Where's the enemy general? He's still just standing back over there. We've used up a lot of our ammunition, but the odds have improved greatly. And there's also not that much time left of the battle. It's over. Okay, I'm going to draw these guys in over here. Just a little bit. Just so that archers can get a better angle in on shooting them. Come on, charge him. Let's use flame shot in the hope that maybe we can break them. Because these are the ones that broke before. Odds are not horrible. Okay, we got yeah, those of you who've run out of ammo. Okay, stop firing flaming shot. Shoot at the enemy general. I don't know what else to do with him. Move back.
Sultan, only half our force remains.
Yeah, I know. Get over there. Kill him.
Only half the enemy force remains. We must pray they lose their will to fight.
Shit, I've only got 19 General's bodyguard left.
Curse the sun that shines on our disgrace. We must turn the wind of battle, or we will taste
don't know,
ashes
it's-
instead of victory.
There's something here. Flaming shot didn't do much. Ah, fuck. Stay out of range of those Pavis crossbowmen. Problem is he's quite tired now as well. We're so close for it to just be even. Just a little bit more. Just keep him alive. He's getting shot by their crossbows. Maybe you should come over there, get into melee with them. Shit, I'm almost out of fucking heavy infantry here. Their last general's almost gone.
Curse the sun that shines on our disgrace. We must turn the wind of battle, or we will taste ashes instead of victory.
Bouncer force is evenly matched. You go over there, fight those Pavis crossbowmen.
Rejoice! The infidel general lies dead, and now his men fear us.
Right, let's run down the Pavis crossbowmen first, since they're tied down. Wonder how much dread he's got. I didn't check. We're winning. We actually managed to win. Oh my god. Cut it bloody close though. Now, I believe that because that we actually killed all 3 of their generals, that it's the end of this faction no matter what. So ransoming off their troops might not make a bit of difference. But then again, executing them would be good for him to get dread, and we're going to need that going forward. So, we'll see. It depends how much money's on offer, because we will be in debt. If he comes around over here, we could flank him. Seems like this is the last unit to rout.
For the moment, the fickle smile of fortune shines upon us. Our foe fights with horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
Okay, so what's left now is the enemy artillery. I don't know if it's a good idea to go out charging at them. We only have to wait a few minutes, and the timer will run out. Just get back in over here, and I'll think about it. Because since we killed their generals, it just makes no sense to risk our troops. Now, if we didn't have a timer, I'd have no choice. I'd have to do it. Because if I do bring him out there, there's always a chance that they could turn around and start shooting at us. So they're stuck. Well, let's see if we can use these guys here, because if they die, it's not that big of a deal. Seems like the AI is not doing anything, so I'll bring out my general. If they're not going to shoot at us, then there's nothing to be worried about. Yeah, we just don't do enough damage on the charge with these.
Victory is well within our grasp.
Jeez. If he dies on this charge, it's gonna suck so bad, because he's a fucking hero after this.
All praise to Allah. You have left our enemy lost. They run like children. Scour them from the field.
Doesn't matter. Could also be that these are just completely out of ammo. Well, I can't believe we actually won that. Just goes to show if you've got a bit of a plan, you can do alright. And we didn't need to hold the walls, did we? Oh shit. Oh right, that's the time. I was like, how are they in the fucking town square? I'm not used to playing on a timer.
Victory is well within our grasp. Time our foe will surely see this and lose heart. By Allah, the Lord of us all, the enemy is no more. They have been crushed, and we...
That would get us out of debt. None of their generals escaped. Oh well. And that was just the end of that. Venice is gone. Now I'm pretty sure they don't come back in this campaign. Financially, we're actually making good money, because I imagine we lost quite a few troops on that. Some of our troops came back. So what's the situation here in Baghdad? It's not great. So, is this the capital? Yep. What the fuck are you doing with that? No wonder you're going broke. So what's the diplomatic situation? What? How are you allied with the Byzantines? That's weird. Oh, it took their capital and then became their ally. Well, I can tell you right now, that's going to come to an end. Yeah, that's a good choice. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, you've been like just constantly oh, so you've got loads of chivalry. Someone doesn't know how to play this game right. So, they're our allies, are they? Well, they're not going to appreciate what I'm about to do, which is stab them in the back.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
But we need to be ready for it, firstly. We can't get any cavalry here. If we're going to strike them at the best place you can to begin with. So, financially speaking, it's not so bad. We could actually just not worry about that. And what's our reliability like? Mixed. Okay. Seems like he just got a whole bunch of settlements to rebel. No castles though. Alright, what if I just took these two?
Of course, Sultan.
And besiege this settlement. And we'll just see if we can manage to defeat that. If they sally out. Which they should. Especially if I do this.
As my Sultan wills. Yes,
It's a shit settlement.
As my Sultan wills.
Oh crap. But it's better than nothing.
Of course, Sultan.
There's nothing else to do in the meantime because we don't have any money. There's not a huge difference between huge taxes and very low taxes. And since it makes no difference to the public order really, and the population growth, say just leave it. If I had to guess, what happened here is that he just kept sacking it over and over again. Or he used cheats to reduce the size of the settlement, because that's absurdly small. Yeah, I don't know. Moving on. I mean, essentially the disaster's kind of over. Like, it was more of a quick save Constantinople, more so than anything. We'll see how this goes, because I don't really want to be doing like getting them into a position where they can't lose anymore. Because like they got themselves into a shit situation, they should get themselves out of it. I'll just bail them out of the most difficult side of things.
Not one of us shall fail to give all in battle.
And also, I've still got a lot of save files to go through, and if I only spend like 40 minutes on this, for example, that means it'll give me time to go deal with another one. I don't know. We'll see how this goes first. Just draw them away from their infantry first. Yeah, they're shooting, so turn around and get him.
Behold our worthless foe. See how their general turns tail and flees like a whipped dog.
Do they have any archers? Like regular archers? Doesn't seem like it. So once we get rid of their cavalry here, the rest of it should be easy. But see, I wanted to get away from their infantry for exactly this reason, but they were catching up to us, so it just has to be dealt with first. Push. Push hard.
Praise be to Allah! The enemy's general lies dead. Now his men can sense their doom upon them.
Alright. Cool, that's the hard part done. Now for the easy part.
For the moment, the fickle smile of fortune shines up. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
We got it close.
Great victories are like sweet. Alhamdulillah! Your faith and courage have triumphed! The word of the blessed prophet will be spread.
Yeah, so finances are a bit better now. Mission success, I didn't even realize that. Well, geez, that's a lot of money. Yeah, I forgot how much the missions are worth in this. Still doesn't have any castles. You'd have to get to... Back you, advisor. Okay. That's a Legend of Total War reference right there. That's funny. I could have missed that. Is there any more? Because I wasn't going to get all the way to there. That's funny, actually. Alright, that's fine. I'd say that the disaster is pretty much averted here. I mean, you'll only be able to hire some militia and some basic cavalry, but you don't seem to have a whole lot of pressure going on you. You just need to get better at the game. So just figure it out for yourself from there. Anyway, that's the end of this disaster. So I'll see you next time, fuckers.